episode 2 of Nothing Matters, starring
Emma Gallagher
and Eileen King. We need a little practice on that, so don't hold us to that.
Yeah, we need
degree.
to practice that.
Okay, so we have our drinks today, but unfortunately we will not be doing our Starbucks drinks every episode because we're fucking poor. Yeah. So we're gonna change the outfit of the day because we slay all day. Okay.
All day, every day.
But I just got hot coffee with sweet cream and vanilla syrup,
and then I got the same thing as last time, but they added too much sweet cream.
It's just white.
It's literally white. It's like milk.
Yeah. Okay. Outfit of the day. Go.
Okay. So I'm.
She's slaying. She's slaying. Boots down.
These overalls.
Boots house down.
From
Slay Mama.
H&M, and then the top is from Brandy Melville because I'm a skinny queen.
And if you can't fit into Brandy, that's not their fault. That's
literally. It's a petite store, bitch.
Yeah, you know how many plus size stores there are? No,
we're gonna get actually canceled.
Then my outfit is these very beautiful white wide leg pants from H&M.
H&M slays.
Slay, like down.
And
their
have,
jeans
like,
are such good quality.
Yeah,
and these were only $35, guys. And then this shirt is literally a Skims dupe from TJ Maxx. I'm shook. It literally is so soft after like 4 washes.
Wow.
Yeah. And then these necklaces are from Urban, and these earrings are from Emma from Christmas.
Depop.
I
don't know how to make these like longer though. This makes me look like chunky. Anyways. Okay, so this episode...
Damn, she's chunky. Okay, anyways.
This episode we're going to be talking about boys and relationships.
Yes, it's going to be spicy. Not really, but...
Not at all. So...
You guys can watch Call Her Daddy and then watch this.
Yeah.
To level it up.
So... we've already filmed this like 5 times, but we literally got off track every single time and didn't talk about what we wanted to talk about.
Yes.
So we're redoing it.
We're also filming the day it's supposed to be uploaded.
Yeah.
Because.
So this is our notes are extensive.
So it's gonna be a longer episode than last episode, but
it'll be fun.
So stick with us. Well, we're name dropping.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with hot takes. So like. Hot takes on relationships or whatever. Okay, so mine personally is people who are codependent on their significant other are doomed to fail and they will eventually hate each other.
Yeah.
Go.
No, that's fine.
Okay. If you don't have your own life, like, separate from your significant other, like, it's not gonna work out.
I also feel like I think that goes for any type of relationship, like friendship-wise too. Like for us, like if we were to hang out, I mean, I can't even imagine, but we kind of do, but whatever. But like if you guys do everything together like 24/7 for a long period of time, you're gonna end up. You're gonna. That doesn't apply to us though, because when I got my new job, that's when like shit started happening where we couldn't really see each other, and I feel like it made us better because we have more stuff to talk about now.
Yeah.
But especially relationships, because you guys are going on another like level of, you know, physical and intimacy. If you guys are with each other forever, it's like your lives intertwine, and then it's also cringy to look at from like an outsider perspective. Like you guys, like I know people from my work, like there's a couple at my work that I see at the gym, and they're like
it's too much. Like I know that when you're with someone you want to be with them like 24/7 and hang out all the time, but it's like that is not healthy at all because you don't have your own life.
My ear's ringing.
Ooh.
Someone's talking shit.
You don't have your own life, and you literally, like, I don't know, it's just not healthy.
Yeah.
And that's what I found, like, me and my significant other.
I think also if one person sdepends on the other person more, that's really, really bad. That's even worse than just being, like, both codependent on each other.
Y'all finna break up, so just cut to the chase.
And also if you, like, steal... I'm fucking talking about... Okay. Next topic.
Okay. Well, this is kind of going off of that, but like you should have your own friends and your own hobbies because it should be, this is how I look at it. A relationship, any sort of relationship, like friendship or like significant other, should be an addition to your life that makes you happier, makes it better. It should not be your whole life. Like, that's weird, that's creepy, you need help, you need your own personality. Anyways.
Also, do not date people you work with. That is the biggest... I've been there, done that, and it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think in any circumstance, like, for me, I went through that, and then my best friend went through that, and we both were not in good places. Like, it's just not a good thing. I think, like, I feel like every, like, work life, personal life, social life are all separate things, and it should never intertwine. Of course, like, you having a boyfriend intertwines with, like, social and personal, but, like, and of course you want your boyfriend and your friends to get along, but, like, you also, like, don't want to mix them.
Yeah.
Like, I could never, like, have a boyfriend with the same, like, friend group as me, if that makes sense. That's, like, I don't think that's your boyfriend, though, because, like, it's not, like, me, you, Sarah, and, like, Martin are, like, all, like, having a kiki.
Yeah.
Like, but,
no, I think there can be crossover and stuff, but, like, if your only friends are his friends, like,
yeah.
girl, no.
Exactly.
You should have your own separate, like, friend groups as well.
And if the boy you're pursuing or your boyfriend has a best friend that's a girl, that is also another red flag. I will never, ever, ever fucking do that. I'm also the girl best friend. Well, not really, but, like.
Oh. I never had a guy friend, though, like that.
Yeah, but I think, like, if you're pursuing someone and they're like, yeah, my best friend, like, and it's a she, I'm like,
yeah.
Also, if they have an Android, that is also, I think that's above all. You can have a best friend that's a girl, but if you have an Android, it's not gonna fucking work out. It's not. Yesterday, I was working at Starbucks, and these two guys in this car in the drive-thru came up, and I gave them their drinks, and I was like, okay, have a great day. And he asked for my Snapchat, and I gave it to him because he was kind of cute. Then he snaps me a picture of himself, and he says, hey, and it's Android quality, and I was like,
with the Android emoji.
No, literally, and, like, the text was, like, thick. I was like, just when I thought, like, I could have had my happy ending. And that was literally the shift where I was talking to all my coworkers about, like, how nothing works out for me. Because my coworkers were talking about how, like, they went to the bathroom. They're like, oh, my God, I just got my period. Like, I'm not pregnant. And I'm like, and I made a joke. I was like, I'm not pregnant either. Hey. But everyone knew, like, I was single and, like, I don't have fucking sex. So,
at least, no, because I talked to someone with an Android once, and I had to download a whole separate app to, like, call and, like, FaceTime, and, like, that
was dedication, though. Like, that wasn't an ick for you? Like,
it was, but, like, I, for some reason, was like, I can look past, like, I was in my, like, Catholic stage where I was like, okay, it's, like, it's what's, like, in, like, the inside that matters. Plus, I had just transferred, and, like, I had been really ugly in years before, so I was like, a boy actually pursuing me?
Yeah.
I act like it's, like, Bridgerton. I'm like, he's pursuing from my heart. No, but, like, yeah, I downloaded that shit. And then, like, but the one thing that really, I had to end it was when he got grounded. I had to say no. No.
Well, I think from, like, the whole process of you talking to him, you don't really hang out with him anyways. You kind of, like, knew it was never gonna happen, but you just, like, did it just to waste time, I think. Yeah.
I've talked to 2 boys without their license. Do not do that. Do not date a boy without their license. They are children.
Yeah. I think just
you
boys
will feel like a mother.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because I was talking to my coworkers and I was like, why can't I, like, why am I, like, how is everyone in a relationship but me? Like, what am I doing wrong? And I think, like, I mean, I'm still wondering that because I'm like, I feel like I've been ready to date someone for, like, a year at this point. But, like, for some reason, I'm just attracting all the wrong people. But I think that's the point, is that I'm trying to attract people. Yeah. And I'm like, I have to give it up. But then I don't even know how to do that. Like, how do you physically make yourself just be like, okay, I don't want to talk to anyone anymore?
Well, I don't even know if that's true. Because, like, I feel like everyone that I know have, like, they've, like, gone out and, like...
pursued?
Yeah, sort of. Like, I reached out to Martin, like...
But then I don't even have a guy right now that I would want to, like, slide into their DMs.
Yeah, that's why I just wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because...
kind of wish now, because, like, that actually, like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess, like, yeah.
You just need to wait for someone who you actually really like, and not just settle for people who are, like, okay, well, because whatever.
Yeah.
Because then you eventually, like, get the ick, and then you're just like, what the fuck? Like, Exhibit A, what we just saw.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Anyways. Okay, so next thing. This isn't really a hot take, but it's, like, a guilty pleasure, is, like, stalking people from high school's relationships. Like, that will never get old. Like, seeing people who said, like, oh my God, we're gonna get married, break up in college, and now they're dating other people. I literally, it is so fun. Like, I love it.
It's fun. And, so there's this one couple that I have been, like, kind of stalking
for years.
Not years, but like I kind of was stalking because they just seemed like the perfect couple. They always seemed so happy.
Sarah and I literally were talking about them yesterday.
And then they ended up breaking up, and then they both got into relationships, and their significant others look like each other, and that is the fucking funniest thing
and I
ever.
like want to know like what happened. Like, did they decide before they went to college? Like,
Yeah.
did they get in a fight? Like, did
but
someone
also
cheat? Like,
this is another hot take going back, but so I've talked to 2 boys, and this is a red flag. I've talked to 2 boys, and when I was talking to them, when we both mutually were, like, pursuing each other, they both on their Instagram still had pictures of their ex-girlfriends up, and that is another red flag.
Yeah.
Once you break up with someone, you should be deleting or archiving them.
Yeah.
Because at least, like, if you're archiving them, like, you might know you're going back to them, but you're still, like, pursuing other people. I get it. But, like, if you're broken up and pursuing another girl, I don't want to fucking...
I don't care if it's from homecoming and you're like...
I don't give a fuck.
Deleted. Like, that's
delete it.
Weird.
Yeah.
Or when they have pictures with, like,
But I also,
best friend, but she's, like, hugging. I'm like...
110.
If I
or, like,
can't-
sitting on your lap.
If I can't look at a person's Instagram and tell, like, okay, they're single or they're taken, like, then you have, like, issues. Mm-hmm. Anyways. Okay.
I was adding a person right then when I said that, and I hope the person that I was talking about watches this.
Hopefully.
Probably won't, but...
Okay. Now more into, like, the serious topics that we were going to get into.
Yes.
How our parents' relationship affected how we perceive love and sort of love languages and stuff like that. So you can go first because yours is more interesting, and I'm putting this on.
So I grew up, okay. So when I was growing up, and my parents are still together before they got divorced, my dad was very loving. My dad and my mom were a very happy couple. They loved each other. They were very, like, physically touchy with me. Like, my mom would always kiss me, and, like, my dad would always hug me, and, like, he was very, very affectionate. They gave me, like, words of affirmation, and, like, my dad would do, like, cute little things, like, blow dry my hair when I got out of the shower, and, like, he would try, I know, I'm, like... I'm literally about to tear up right now. He'd, like, put my hair in little pigtails. Like, he would be the one to do my hair. Like, my mom would never do my hair. My dad would always do my hair. And, like, my dad would, like, save up, like, he would work so hard to save up money to take us to Disneyland. And, like, my mom would always tell us, like, stories about how, like, he worked 14 hours in one day. And he, like, saved up, like, $4,000 in one day, and he booked, like, the Disney tickets the next day just to take us to Disney. And the thing is, you're probably like, oh my god, your dad's so amazing. Your dad's so, like, he is, like, the male figure for dad. Little did I know, it all come crashing down when I turned 9 and my parents got divorced.
9.
And then when I was a little older, like 3 years ago, my mom told me everything he did. And that, like, kind of sparked, like, I always had daddy issues because when I was so young when they got divorced. And I had, like, trauma from when I was little, like, during their divorce settlement, that I basically suppressed my whole childhood. So I literally don't even know what happened in my childhood except from what my mom tells me. So, bitch, I don't remember... I didn't know I went to Disney, but, like...
I didn't know that.
I didn't know either. I just...
I act like I know you're in I'm like, wait, why did you go to Disney?
No, but I remember my dad... The only thing I remember from my childhood is my dad actually took us to New York during Christmas, and he bought me and my sister, like, Nike Air Jordans.
Oh my god,
and I went to school, like, after winter break, and everyone was like, holy shit! Oh my god! Like... No, because I had the Air Jordans that were, like, black and pink, and they had Crackle, because Crackle was in, and I literally walked around and people were like, damn, like, she got money. I was literally like, me with Jordans on. Yeah. Can you see? Like, me 9 years old with
the
Jordans
little
on.
glasses and, like,
I had red glasses, the size of this, on my fucking head, with space buns, with my neon green sweater. I have a picture of that, because I wore that to my yearbook photo.
I brought a teddy bear to my yearbook photo, and... Yeah, because that was, like, the year they're like, oh my god, like, bring a stuffed animal, or, like, a football or something, like, if you're in sports and, like, you could take a picture with it. And my mom said no. But when I brought it, because it was show and tell as well, and I brought the animal, and then I also checked off yes for, like, they can use it. I, like, checked it off. And then so in my picture, I'm literally holding, like, a purple, like, stuffed little bear, and I'm like,
Jesus.
I have no teeth. My glasses are, like, upturned because I don't know why.
Oh my god.
Anyways, that was, like, completely off track.
Okay, anyways, so yeah, once I, like, I mean, I pretty much grew up, like, the most important period to have a dad. I grew up with that one, and it was, like, I mean, like, puberty. Basically, I didn't, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, because I didn't have, like, a male figure to, like, show me, like, what a good man was, what a good man was and what a bad one was, I, like, pursued guys, and
he kind of showed you what, like, a bad one was.
I know, but, like, the thing is, like, I think if you just grow up without a dad in general, like, you just kind of think any man is, like, suitable because they're pursuing you, and you just don't have really any boundaries, and, like, I kind of had to learn, like, the hard way to say no. I mean, I still have, like, trouble with saying that, because I'll always be like, okay, this is my type, but I'll talk to anyone still. Like, still to this day, like, perfect example was, like, guy from fucking Starbucks. Like, I literally just
Wait, what did he look like?
He was cute. I just don't know. He just looked like an average cute white boy, but, like...
Well, what color was his hair?
It was brown. It was, like, fluffy. He was cute, but
like, you're fucking androids.
Yeah.
So.
Also, there were two guys.
Get your money up.
There was two guys in the car, and the passenger seat guy was the guy that asked for my number, which was cute, but they both added me on Snapchat. So I had to block both of them.
Ew.
But yeah,
they're gonna go
I
back.
just told him, because the way I told him, like, I rejected him, he was like, how old are you, by the way? And I was like, I'm 16. And then he was like, wait, when do you turn 17? Because 17 is the age of consent in Illinois. And I was like, damn, I just turned 16, like, last month. Like, I'm brand new to this. And then I blocked him.
What a freak.
Yeah, but, yeah, I think just growing up without a dad figure kind of, like, fucked up my perception. And also, like, trusting men, too. Because once I found out, like, what my dad did to my mom, it's kind of... And then, like, other things proved it. Like, my mom's boyfriend cheated on my mom. And, like, just what my friends went through. Like, it kind of... I don't... Like, my parents are the reason I don't want to have kids. My parents are the reason I don't want to get married. Like, I think I would live... And I don't think that's a bad thing, either. I genuinely think I'll live a happy life. Just, like... falling in love once or twice and then dying alone.
The auntie to my children.
Yeah, and I love kids if they're not my own.
Bitch, no, you do not.
No, but I love the baby I babysit, and then I love my coworker's little son. That like she always shows me videos on them, and like she's always like, "This is my little shit," and I'm like, he's so cute. I just don't like kids like
annoying
in general, but then if. Like, I like specific
I think
kids
you don't like toddlers. I think you like little babies, but not toddlers.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Once they can talk.
Yeah, once they get on their 2 feet, boom!
Literally. Push them
like
back
down.
Like
fucking neighbor, I can't. Joke.
Don't name him, he's literally a minor. No, but my little neighbor, he comes in my house. Like, our front door will be open in the summer.
And her mom literally her mom is raising that kid.
Yeah. Like. And the dad is a cop. And he literally, like, lets his kids, like, run around the neighborhood, like, go up to strangers' doors, walk into our
street,
house,
like, go crazy.
Girl, what? And they swim in my pool, like, it's just whatever. I don't like toddlers, but...
Okay, anyways. Okay,
so, for me, really the only thing is, like, I don't have, like, trauma regarding that.
Okay.
Not kidding. No, but, like, I guess, like, obviously what you grow up around, like, affects your love language because, like, that's what you see. So my parents aren't very affectionate in the touchy way or just in general. Like, I don't think my mom has ever called me, like, pretty or, like...
But I also think, like, your parents...
I also think you're just, like, butt ugly.
But I think, like, your parents, not in a mean way, but, like, your parents never really show, like... They love each other. They just kind of act like they just live in the same house.
The one time was when my mom came back from a trip, like, the other day, and my dad was like, turn away, Emma, we're gonna kiss. And I was like, ew. And, like, he just hugged her. Oh. And she was like... But she's like me in the way where she doesn't really like that stuff.
But then there has to be, like, another...
But then I, like, read the cards that my
love
dad...
language. Yeah, it's words of affirmation.
It's actually insane. It, like, makes me cry.
I think that's the thing that makes them, like, perfect for each other, though, is that, like... Even though, like, their love language isn't physical touch, like, it's enough to do it, like, words of affirmation. That's enough for them.
Yeah. So I just don't really like touch, and since I never...
You also don't give words of affirmation. Like,
Yeah,
I'll always
don't.
be like, I love you, and she'll be like, bye.
Ew. I hate, like...
Because that's the funniest thing, too, is all my friends, that's how I get along with people. If all my closest friends are introverted, and they cannot stand touch, and that's literally me. I'm extroverted, I love touch, I love words of affirmation, like, I'll always cuddle with her, and she'll be like, get the fuck out of me.
No, yeah, it actually reminded me the other day, because I went to Starbucks, and the guy, I had my hair up in, like, a clip, and it looked so weird, and the guy had, like, long-ass hair, like, his hair was literally down here in a ponytail, and I was like, okay, and he was like, oh my god, I love your hair, and I was like, thanks, and I took my drink and drove off, but I was like, if you were there, you'd be like, thank you, I love your hair, and, like, but I literally
Same with, like,
can't.
what I post on my private story, because I went to H&M to try on these jeans,
yeah,
and, like, there's a lady at the,
I can't, no, the fact that you have her, like, on Instagram, like, she's, like, a worker at H&M.
Same thing
and, like,
with the lady at the Starbucks, that random fucking girl that came up to me in Starbucks. Like, I don't know if I have this just, like, radiating aura. But I went to H&M, and I went to go, like, I had 6 pair of jeans, because I'm like, I will get, like, every shade of
Wait, in the
jean.
dressing room, or you were checking out?
In the dressing room. So I went up to the lady, because obviously there's a girl there, like, that tells you which room to go in, because of COVID, it's, like, every other one. I don't know where I said that, but...
Okay.
So I was like, hi, like, I have 7, like, clothing items, and the lady there was like, okay, like, you just have to wait for someone to leave, but then they switched shifts, so, like, the girl that I got Instagram from, like, was the new girl, and she just came, and she's like, and I was waiting there, and she was like, how are you? And we just started talking, and we ended up talking for a little bit, and we realized we both go to JJC, and we're both business majors. She actually immigrated from Spain, like, to go to school here. I don't know. So
JJC.
That's what I'm saying.
You came all that way for JJC.
And she's transferring to UIC, so that's probably why. And I was like, me too.
We should be roommates.
No, and I was like, that's so cool. Like,
did you mention me?
What the fuck would I? Oh, I actually did. Because she was like, do you have any friends that go to JJC? Because we were both talking about how, like, lonely it is to do JJC online. And I was like, yeah, I have a friend. We went to high school together, and she's an English major.
Just a friend. Ow.
My girlfriend.
Ew. That friend would be more sufficient.
But yeah, we were just talking, and then she actually, like, it was my fault. I don't know why she keeps saying it's her fault, but, like, I didn't tell her I was waiting for a dressing room. She just thought I was waiting for someone. So I was like, yeah. And she was, like, letting this girl in behind me. She was like, yeah, you could go to that one. I was like, oh, I was actually waiting for one. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And she was like, oh, can I have your Instagram? And I was like, sure. And then I gave it to her, and she slid into my DMs.
At that point, if she let someone go in front of me, I literally would have just walked away. Like, I've been so embarrassed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really care. And plus, we were having, like, a really fun, engaging conversation. Like, she was, like, saying how pretty I was, and I was telling her, like, how good her hair looked. Like, we were just doing girly things. No, I don't know.
Wait, what?
Yo.
Oh. Okay.
She gets so uncomfortable. And what happens if I was a lesbian?
Then I would love you.
You're a fucking liar. You'd get so uncomfortable.
No, I would love you.
You're low-key. You're low-key a little shivering. Okay, no. But I, like, she sent
You just said that you just had a girlfriend, so obviously I'm gonna be a little confused.
Shut up. So she, like, slid into my DMs, and she was like, oh, like, next time you come to H&M, like, I could give you my discount. I was like, shut the fuck up. This is why I do what I do.
Which one was it?
It was the one by my house, but, like...
Oh. So I wouldn't have known it. Because I know...
No, because why the fuck would I drive to Orland Park Mall when I live in Crest Hill?
Okay, anyways. What even was I talking about?
How your parents...
Okay, so...
Gone?
It's also, I think, growing up Catholic guilt is so, like, prominent. Literally. So, if you grew up Catholic, and, like, you know, like, obviously being a, what?
Could you stop?
My legs are,
She's
like...
playing with her fucking socks in the garbage can. She's, like, sticking her toe.
Stop! No, I'm not! Okay, so, growing up Catholic, obviously, you know, no sex before marriage, whatever, we get that. But, like, it's also, you feel very uncomfortable, like, with physical touch also, because I feel like you're made to think, like, that's a sin. Yeah. Like, the other, like, doing anything with the other sex, like, is a sin. And also being around that and my parents, like, never seeing that, I literally like felt so much guilt and, like, shame in, like, having a boyfriend or, like, touching another boy. Like, that was such a big deal for me because I was like, that I've never, like, that's not normal to me. So that's really the only thing that, like, my parents, but it's not a bad thing, I don't think. Like, it's just a different dynamic. It's not normal, so I think it's weird for a lot of people, like, who I talk to or date, like, they just don't understand. So I have to explain to them, don't touch me until I want to.
And I didn't really know, like, when we started being friends, I didn't really know she was uncomfortable with physical touch until
not really with
friends.
Like, I just think I'm awkward with physical touch. But it's not like I'm like, don't touch me. Like,
but her love language is, like, it's not physical touch. It's not, where's the
I honestly don't know what it is. Acts of service?
Presence. Yeah. It's like acts of service. I don't know. You get, like, so radiant when you, like, I remember, I mean, she doesn't do it to me anymore, but, like, she used to, like, text me and be like, I'm on my way to your house, but, like, what do you want from Starbucks? Like, little things like that, or, like,
but then I got broke.
But I also think, like, another one of your, like, love languages is, like, sending me stuff and being like, this reminded me of you, or, like, this would look good on you, like, stuff
basically
like that.
Basically thinking of the other person.
Yeah.
Knowing that someone thought about you.
Yeah.
I guess. But no one ever does that for me. So.
And my love language is physical touch. Not even in, like, a lovey-dovey way, but I punch the shit and slap the shit out of my friends.
Yeah, but if I go like this,
it's
you
the same.
flinch.
Literally. It's the same thing for when, like, you see, like, a cute baby or a cute animal and you're like, I want to squeeze it so bad because it's so freaking cute and I want to kill it.
Yeah.
Like, the same with my friends, yeah. Like, when you look good, like, I want to...
Ew.
I want to squeeze those melons.
Ew. Anyways, we need to do, we have found a location.
melon talk.
We have found a location to do a fight in a ring. So we're gonna, like a boxing match. I found a location for that. So we're gonna do that soon. It'll be like...
Who do you think's gonna win? Oh my god. Literally.
Wait, oh my god.
Girl, you're gonna pop a blood vessel.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Next one is current relationship status.
Yay! You go first.
Okay. Ew. That looked like a man's leg when I just did that with the sock. That's scary. Anyways. Current relationship status. I'm taking, his name
is Martian.
No, I was gonna say.
Who? Oh my god.
Because in my spam bio, it says taken, and then I have...
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, I have Zuckerberg in it.
Yeah, she's obsessed with the billionaire himself, Mark Zuckerberg.
You know, his wife is Asian.
It's usually how the bullshit goes.
No, so we should be them for Halloween. Do you want to?
I'm so down. I'm so down.
I'll just, like, shave my head to here. Back here. And then I'll just make my eyes, like, even bigger. And I'll
just wear, like, poor people clothes.
Poor people clothes?
Because, like, you know, have you not seen that interview where, like, the lady's like, you're a billionaire, why don't you, like, wear expensive things or, like, live in an expensive place? He's like, I literally live in an apartment with, like, the mattress on the floor. Have you not seen that interview?
No.
He's like, I have, like, $1 bajillion, but, like, I have a little tiny, like, Brooklyn apartment with, like, a mattress on the floor.
Very humble.
Okay, Mark.
No,
okay, Zucky.
The only interview, or not even interview, video that I watch of him, and when he's like, Sweet Baby Ray's, we've just applied the Sweet Baby Ray's, and he's like smoking and grilling shit.
You said that's so funny. Sweet Baby Ray's.
He's like actually insane. Yeah, I have so many videos and pictures. I have so many pictures and videos of him. Like, I love him so much, but that's not
okay. Current relationship, goddammit. Let's go.
So, we started talking, like, this weekend a year ago. Ew! We started talking...
Let me grunt.
We started talking...
We should...
This week a year ago, like, literally the day before Easter. Mark and I... I'm like, Mark and I, we sparked this relationship. Like, I was underage, but, like, he loved me. It was the Lolita fantasy.
Okay.
Anyways, no, we started talking a year ago, like, literally today. But,
When's Easter?
Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
Woo-wee!
Jesus has rose from the dead. Congratulations.
I might actually not be able to go to your Easter thing because I close on Sunday.
Bitch.
So it's like 5 to something.
We're not even doing anything on Easter Sunday.
So you bought a dress for no reason?
No, I think we're doing something. Oh, I'm not doing anything on Saturday either.
You're going to the concert on Saturday.
Oh, we're just not even going to talk about this.
Okay,
right
yeah.
Okay. But I texted him because there had been recently a death in the family, so he was trying to be respectful and not text me because he had heard from someone that, like, I thought he was cute because he was a gamer and he has a skateboard, and that was, like, my
Mind you, we have very opposite sides, and literally when you were telling me that, like, I was like,
he's a gamer. I'm like, he's a gamer boy. Because
I'm like,
obsessed with gamers, like...
Because I'm trying to be, like, the NBA wife. I'm trying to be Kendall Jenner, and you're trying to be...
Jeff Bezos. I'm trying to be Grimes.
Literally.
Wait, that's Elon Musk. Whatever. Literally can't.
Same thing.
They're all the same people. So, I texted him, but I had known him since 8th grade. Like, I had a crush on him in 8th grade, but that bitch was puny as fuck. I probably could have sat on him and, like,
he's still puny as fuck.
Okay. I probably could have, like, eaten him.
Martin Slender, yes.
And then
Did you watch these?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
This is our second one. Anyways. But what? Oh yeah. So in 8th grade, then I went to private school. So like, obviously I wasn't gonna keep in touch with this bitch. I obviously wasn't gonna keep in touch with this bitch because I didn't even talk to him. So then, when I transferred, I was like, the time is now. Like, I have to do this because like I'm never gonna see him ever again in the world, like ever. And also, our best friend Sarah, her boyfriend is like best friends with him. So I was like, this is the perfect opportunity. So I was like, send word that I think he's cute, and then that bitch didn't do shit. So I was like waiting for months, and I'm like moved on, like talking to other people, and then I'm like, bitch, no, promise getting up, and I need a date, and this is like my fantasy, like the boy that you had a crush on in 8th grade, like you start dating him, like come on, let's go. So I was like, okay, well, what is he gonna do, reject me? Like I will never see him in school. It was like COVID,
yeah.
So.
And I feel like guys don't really reject people. They just kind of slowly leave you dry.
Yeah, but I was scared, like, this bitch might be awkward and he might be like...
Well, he is, though.
Okay. So, then I literally said, like, hey, like, let's be friends.
It was funny. They're covered, like, they both had the, like, right off the bat, they both had, like, the comedic energy toward each other.
And then
I remember laughing. I was
it was like heckling. It was like
while she was texting her 8th grade crush, I was scrolling on Kentucky Tinder.
Oh my god! She literally downloaded Tinder when we were in Kentucky.
The first hot guy, like we both matched, and he was like, "You trying to hang tonight?" I'm like, "Babe,
girl,
I'm in an Airbnb.
We're in an Airbnb, like miles away. Like we cannot meet you. We don't have a car. We have no transportation. Can you pick us up?" Like, yeah, that was so funny.
Both of us.
I just am in the back. I'm like, I'm just supervising. I keep eating ice in my mouth.
Okay.
So then, whatever, we talked, and then I never officially, like, wanted, like, I hate the whole, like, will you be my girlfriend? Like, that actually makes me want to throw up and, like, kill myself, so, I was like, don't ever do that, like, we're too young to be, like, in this, like, boyfriend, girlfriend, like, that shit's weird as fuck, so, like, don't even ask me that. And then he went away to college, and then we just continued, like, dating. So then, yeah.
They're going on strong.
Yeah, but we don't have, like, a date where, like, we consider we started dating, so we don't really know how long it's been.
But then there's no, like, pressure to do,
like who cares?
1 year anniversary.
No, I hate that shit. Like, they're like, 1 year, my baby, like, I love you so much. Like,
no, the bitches that are, like, 3 months, I'm like...
Girl, 3 months? Like,
I think
a baby isn't even born.
I think you should just count yearly. Like, 6 months is also, like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah,
like,
who cares? I've talked to people for a year and not even... I've, like...
I'm gonna start posting, like, me and you on New Year's Day. Be like, 2-year anniversary.
Literally.
People are gonna be so confused.
No, and plus with the last podcast title, they're gonna be like, wait, they actually are. And then they'll have to watch.
I'm like, then who the fuck do you think Martin's dating? Like,
that doesn't even make sense. Get them views up, y'all. Get them views up. Come on.
Should we kiss?
Maybe.
The thumbnail?
Yeah, go like this. Okay, that's the thumbnail.
Yay!
My jawline probably looked like fucked. Anyways.
No, my jawline's always sharp.
Okay.
Look at that shit. Hoo-wee. Hoo-wee.
Okay,
it's also because I have an abnormally large head.
That shit huge. Look at it compared
No,
to
I have, like,
hand.
a really circular head. That's why I'm scared, because I'm gonna get LASIK in Korea.
She's hideous! Don't do that. No, now I've been, every time I see, like, like, a Korean girl.
Okay,
like,
there's this girl I follow on Instagram, and I'm literally gaslighting myself into thinking this is what I'm gonna look with LASIK, and I'm gonna look, like, absolutely beautiful. Like, I'm gaslighting myself so I don't fucking kill myself. Because I know damn well deep inside I'm like, I'm gonna look a little hideous. You're just saying that. You're just saying that to say that. I literally am like, I'm gonna look like this when I have no contacts, because she kind of has the same head shape as me.
You need to get bangs, and then we can match.
No, I'm not trying to match with your ass. Like, I'm gonna look
She's
like
like
this.
not that pretty.
She is so pretty to me. She is so pretty.
Well, I think, okay, that one she looked pretty, but that one that you just showed, yeah, she's pretty. That one that you just showed me, though, that was, like, questionable.
Alright, anyways. I'm like, that's what I'm gonna look like when I have, like, no glasses. Because, like, my head shape's the same, my nose is,
you
like,
really
so
need
small.
to get rid of those, like, glasses, though. Because every time we, like, go in the pool and stuff and you, like, have your glasses on, like, you literally go under the water
Yeah.
with your glasses. And I cannot even, like...
I thought that was normal, though. I've never met...
I don't think I've met someone
It's because me and Kayla grew up...
with glasses still.
Me and Kayla grew up, together, and, like, she was the only person other than me that, like, I knew had glasses, and she would swim with them. We went to Indiana Beach in middle school, and she lost her glasses in the lake. So she literally, like, we had to go home early because she was blind, and we didn't blind, and we didn't have any fun because she lost her fucking glasses and she couldn't goddamn see.
No. I would go in the pool, but I would take my glasses off and just not see. And I would literally...
Because when I get out of the water, I can't see. So I'm like...
I know, I would just be like...
But then you'd have to do that every single time.
But I would just do laps. Like, literally, when I was, like, 5, I would just do laps in my pool. I didn't even, like, play
So the funny thing about us is, I feel like now that we're, like, 18, you know, we're kind of adults now, like, I feel like you don't really need to, like, go underwater and, like, actually swim, because you're kind of grown. You kind of just go in to take a little dip, and then, like, and then you, like, just kind of tan. Like, that's what us girls at this age do. This bitch, fucking,
I have, like,
she's
goggles
Marco Polo, like, she'll, like, go under, she'll do laps, she'll race, like, this bitch is crazy.
No, because swimming is, like, so fun. I'm not even joking. When I was little, I would be in the pool from,
with
like,
those
8 a.m. I was, like, 8. I'd be in the pool from 8 a.m. to, like, 9 p.m., like, doing laps. My dad...
I know, but you still do that. That's what I'm saying.
I know, because it's, like, habit. Because it's, like, swimming is so good for you, and it's so fun.
But you lose all your hair.
No.
Because of chlorine.
I got a big head of hair. No, but my dad put in, like...
stink!
My dad put in, like, a huge spotlight for the pool so I could swim at night in the dark.
Yeah. Okay, you and Martin. Sorry, guys.
No, that's, like, pretty much it. Oh, well, I guess what I could say works, because we're, like, long distance, because he lives in Iowa, and what works is, like, actually having 2 separate lives, like, having my own shit that I do, like, I'm not always just, like, on my phone, like, what are you doing, like, being annoying or whatever.
Or, like, checking his location all the
time. Like, I just don't really care, so, that sounds so bad. I'm like, I really don't give a fuck about him, but no, like, I just don't let that consume my life.
And also he's not here, so, like, what's the point of, like, worrying, or, like, not even worrying, but just, like, being caught up in, like, what he's doing, because, you know, he's, like, your significant other. I think it's just, literally, it's just society's pressure. And, like, us normalizing that, like, if you're a girl, you need to be almost obsessed with the man you're dating, because, like,
and I feel like the only way that it works and it's healthy is if it's flipped. Like, if the guy's obsessed with the girl. That's literally the only way that it works. Because every single time I've talked to someone, like, that's how it's been, and I've always been the one in control.
I also agree.
Yeah, and I've been the one to be like, we're done.
But the thing is, like, for me, I feel like sometimes the guys that are more obsessed with me than I'm obsessed with them, they're not, like, very good guys.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to be like, damn, like, if you were better, I would fucking date you, like, but you're not that good, so.
Yeah. Looking or, like, in, like, personality?
Personality-wise. I mean, I think at this point in my life, I don't really care about looks, as long as, like...
What?
But also, most of the guys that I'm talking to, or I talked to, came from high school. Yeah. So I already have that layer of, like, comfort, because, like, we kind of, not grew up together, but, like, if I were to talk to a guy now, it would probably be from, like, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Where I don't have, like, any knowledge of him. which is actually kind of scary to think
You know
about.
his, like, reputation, kind of, from high school.
Yeah.
You know his allegations. Anyways. Why don't we talk about your current?
So I'm single. I've only been in one relationship.
Single and ready to mingle.
I've only
been in the down bar, like, link.
I was in a relationship when I was 17.
If you would even call it that.
Yeah, I don't really call it a relationship because it only lasted 3 months.
Let's just ignore that. Yeah. Let's ignore that happened.
Yeah, it was like a little fling. It wasn't even anything. But yeah, I've basically been single my whole life. I have taught. I mean, I pull. I dabble in the pulling. I dabble. I talk to multiple guys, but nothing serious. They're all kind of just like assholes that like I just talk to for attention.
Yeah.
Maybe one day, but not really. And I like not.
They're all so ugly right now too. The ones that you have lined up are like, not one of them I'm like rooting for. Because sometimes I have one that I'm like, oh, I like this one, but like but right now I'm like.
Well, because I'm only talking to, like, 2 people, and it's not even, like, we're mutually exclusive. They just kind of, like, said I was cute, and we just snapped. But, like, it's my phone's... Nothing really is going on. The juicy story I have is I got my heart broken senior year. I was... I don't even want to call him a friend, but, like, I basically knew... we met freshman year, and we became, like, friends, because obviously we talk all the time in PE class, and then, like, sophomore year, we didn't really talk at all. Like, we would dabble here and there when you saw each other in the hallway, say hi, whatever the fuck, and then quarantine happened, and, like, I don't even know where the fuck this came from, but, like, he started texting me and stuff like that, and he was very persistent, and I'm not the type of girl, like, of course I talk to guys, like, but I don't really care to hang out with them. I kind of just give them the hope.
It's strictly for attention.
Yeah, and I feel like I pretend and give them the hope that they'll see me one day, and I'm like, I know in the back of my head, I'm like, no. But he was, like, one of those guys where I did have, like, a humongous, welting, like, swelling crush for him, and I was like, okay, well, if I had to pick a guy that I'd want to lose it all to, it'd be him, so let's just hang out. And he was very persistent, and he was very patient, that, like, he made me really comfortable, because when we hung out, like, he never really pressured me into doing anything, and, like, obviously he would, like, try stuff, and I'd be like, okay, but, like, he never was, like,
do it
I'm gonna fucking do this shit to you, and you're gonna take it, like,
ew.
But, yeah, and then it was funny, because when, like, I was the one that was like, okay, if we're gonna do this, we're not gonna... No feelings attached. This is just, like, a regular, like, night little hangout thing that we do, and, like, we're gonna keep it casual, nothing too serious. Then my dumb ass catches feelings, and he didn't. And, yeah, it just kind of hurt me, because he would... like, do little flirty things, like, he would see me in the hallway and, like, hang out with me and talk to me and, like, go out of his way to, like, leave his friends and, like, come up to me and talk to me and, like,
no, he pinned his friends on, like, me, that. And I had to talk to their idiot asses.
No, yeah, there was one fucking day when she didn't want to show up to class, and that was the day, like, me and him, like, walked together after class, and it was the 2 of us, and... this was, like, our big first problem, is I was walking with him, and, you know, we were having fun, we were, like, laughing in the hallway, giggling, and then he, like, winks at another girl across the hallway that he's friends with, and I literally, like, I walked away, and then, like, that whole day, I, like, left him undelivered for, like, 2 days straight, like, 72 hours, and, like, I finally opened it, and, like, the last snap he snapped me was, like, what's up, like, what's wrong, you know how guys don't give a fuck, they're like, what's up, like, they don't actually ask me, like, because they know there's something wrong, and I was like, so do you just wink at all the girls, like, you know, or, like, is it just that girl, and he was like, oh my god, like, she's just a friend, like, I just wink, because, like, that's what I do, like, to say hi, like, I'm friendly, I'm like, okay,
like,
fuck
you're
you.
actually fucking crazy, bitch.
And because I'm a stupid little cunt idiot fuck, and I was like, well, I told him this wasn't a big deal anyway, so I'm not gonna make a big deal, so I continued to talk to him, and we would just gaslight each other immensely, like, he would gaslight me, because I would not hang out with him when we were supposed to hang out, and then he did the same thing to me, like, we were just not very good with each other, and he broke my fucking heart, and, like, I would defend him to my friends, and, like,
You went to battle for that bitch.
I went to battle for that, I have never cried so much about anyone. I cried more about him than my fucking dad leaving.
He made us fight. He made us get into, like, a tussle.
When?
Remember when you got mad when I picked you up? When you were crying? Like, that we never, ever had an argument or anything.
So,
and
our first ever fight was...
She's actually done that before.
Okay, guys, this is my, I'm not so proud of this moment.
After this story, we should do media, but go.
Yeah. So basically, I was talking to this one guy. Oh my god. I swear to God. Okay, so basically... This one guy. Also, I'm a certified homie hopper. That is, if anything you should take away from this episode about me, is I'm a homie hopper. I could show you a picture of this one group of boys, and I'll tell you I've talked to 2/3 of that friend group.
No, I think everyone but one of them, I think. Who were single.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even joking.
Well, 3. I could count.
That you have or you haven't?
I haven't.
I don't know. Whatever.
So basically, I was talking to this one motherfucker, and we talked before, and then he wasn't over his ex-girlfriend, so we just cut it off. And then we started talking again last summer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we talked junior year summer, and then he couldn't get over his girlfriend, so we cut it off. And then senior year, the summer after senior year, we started talking, and it didn't work out because his ass was bad at communication, he was lazy, he didn't really, like, give...
He was stinky, he was ugly.
Yeah, literally, that bitch, he was, like, 5'2", too, so, like, whatever. But basically, I was... Okay, because this is the bad thing, This is the bad thing about talking to guys from high school, is, like, no matter what they look like or something, you're like, well, if they're popular, like, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of gives them power, and this guy was very popular. He was probably the most popular guy, in my opinion, when I was in all 4 years of high school. Like, his name was in everybody's mouth. Like, he was hot shit. So the fact that, like, I was finally, like, I had a, like, he was pursuing me, I was like, wow, like, and so I was obviously, like, infatuated, and, like, we had really good chemistry, in my opinion. Like, he was funny, he made me feel comfortable, like, blah, 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 like, so me and Emma were hanging out, and this is my only...
Regret?
No, this is my only, like, rebuttal to this argument, is that it was, like, 10 p.m. at night. We had been hanging out the whole day, so...
I don't think the whole day. I thought I had just gotten there, like, a couple hours ago.
Couple hours? Like, that's still, like, this bitch...
But it's a 30-minute drive to get to your house.
I know. We hung out for, like, 5 hours. Like, a couple of hours. Okay, basically, it was nighttime. It was, like, 9 p.m., and... I was about to say his name. I was literally so...
Yeah.
Okay. And he was like, oh, like, we should hang out. And I was like, oh, okay, like, I'll drive, like, because he said he was driving all day or whatever. And I was like, hey, like, he wants to hang out with me. Like, is it okay if you leave? And I was like, well, it's 9 p.m. Like, you would have to... Like, she was going to leave an hour later anyways. You weren't gonna leave my house at, like, midnight. You were gonna leave my house at, like, 10. You always do. So I was just like, okay.
Still.
Like, yeah, it was wrong of me. In general, it was my fault, but...
Well, because I was sitting there, I was like, are you actually, like, taking me out right now?
And you were like... I was putting on makeup, and she was like...
girl, are you okay? And you were like, stop. Like, you're making me feel bad. I was like, feel
As
bad,
you should,
bitch.
yeah,
I was
literally.
like, what the fuck? And I got in the car, and I was like, this bitch... And I drove my ass.
You should have argued with me, honestly. Like, I
didn't really want to hang out with you anymore. Because, like, after you said that shit, I was like...
No, yeah,
exactly. Bye. And I got out.
Though. But you should have been like, hey, like...
You a bitch for that.
Literally, because the shit you fucking confront me about now, I'm like, but you could have definitely confronted me about that, too. This bitch confronted me about going to the goddamn gym with... Whatever.
I did?
Yeah, you...
Oh, well, yeah.
I know, that was something else, but, like, I just thought it was funny. Like, when I read that text, I was like...
But like the one
I'll
time
try
you
not
actually,
to do with
like,
it.
You actually, like, fucked up. I'm like, okay. And I, like,
literally,
leave.
that's, like the
bitch.
only... Besides, like, me crying in the backseat of your car, that was, like, the second time you should have fucking yelled at me.
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't have... I would never have yelled at you for getting mad at that.
Mad at what?
Like, that I wasn't, like, comforting you.
Like, you weren't!
No, I know,
that was
but, like,
so funny.
I shouldn't have yelled at you.
When you texted me, you were trying to defend yourself. You're like, okay, but, like, I picked you up and, like, I didn't know
I got you ice cream.
Yeah. So funny. And then, like, I told her to drop
my arms probably looked
She
so
knew I was
big.
mad, too, because I was like, just drop me off. I can't.
No, you're like, just drop me off. I was like, I bitch. I was like, let's go.
Literally,
then,
that's how you were there. You're like, okay.
I was like, get out. Yeah. And I dropped you off, like, on the side of the road. And you, like, slam my fucking car door. I was like...
Yeah, because...
I almost got it. I was like, slam it nicely.
Slam it nicely. I'm, like, crying. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I cried for 2 hours. But what would you have
done, like, if I went to the backseat and was like... You'd be like, bitch, what?
Well, I think, like, what you, like, because I didn't talk about it once, either. Like, I wasn't really explaining, like, what happened and, like, how I felt and stuff like that. You and Martin were just showing me stupid-ass
What was low-key, like,
memes.
my fault, because I showed you that Olivia Rodrigo song that, I didn't show it to you, but, like, I told you my opinion on it and how I think it, like, connected to you guys.
Because, okay, literally, that's the thing, though. We'll listen to a Taylor Swift album, and, like, a song comes up, and she's like, this reminds you of me and you and that guy, and I'll literally, like, listen to it every single day.
We,
the
like,
day after that, I'm like,
songs to each other. It's actually
because
so
I never
funny.
think of, like, the point of view in a song until, like, she tells me, and I'm like, damn, that's right, like...
I'm just musically inclined.
Yeah, and now I listen to August, and I'm like...
No, but, like, I'm August, you're Betty... No, you're Cardigan. That's your song. Betty's also. But, like, we just assign each other, like, songs and... whatever. It's, like,
but I can't even give you, like, sad songs. Like, I could give you, like, stupid, like...
Because I'm happy.
No, it's the other one. It's the other one from...
A rainy day.
Temporary.
Temporary. She literally says, this rainy day is temporary.
That's how it should be.
No,
I sing it better than that. She's making it sound like it sounds stupid.
This
rainy day is temporary.
That sounds so bad.
It sounds bad.
Temporary. Like,
what is it? What is something?
It's terrible.
This wasn't even... It's terrible. Like...
Well, because you're saying it wrong.
Okay, then sing it.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm like...
Slay! Okay, media.
Okay. I'm gonna start because mine is so funny and I love it.
Slay, mama.
Okay. So my media for the week is... If I go on TikTok and I scroll and you know how, like, lives will show up? If a live has a girl with long nails doing her makeup like this... I will stop everything and I'll watch the whole thing. I don't care if it's 2 hours. Like, I'll watch it. I love it so much. And then, like, do you know that girl Reagan? She used to do, like, the transition videos or whatever the fuck.
Oh, does she have, like, a fat ass and she's white?
Yeah. But, like, it actually looks
like
bad.
her, yeah, the front of her looks so skinny.
And she always, like, shakes her ass and it looks so weird.
Yeah, I don't know. She has also, like, a really weird face. Like, her forehead...
Her forehead is, like,
extended.
Gigantious.
And then her lips are huge for a white girl. I'm like...
She has
filler, yeah.
But, yeah, so that girl, though, I will watch her do her makeup because, like, the noises, I'm like... it, like, entrances me. Okay. And then... As It Was by Harry Styles. We love that song, but we hate Harry's.
Yeah.
And I was an ex-Harry, so I feel like I can speak on this, but, like, if your entire personality
and one of my friends
Styles,
is a Harry,
like,
so...
Yeah, I literally hate them with, like, a burning passion in my soul. Like, you guys are so weird. Like, he's literally a celebrity. He doesn't
Harry's home, like us, we're his home.
Literally, they're like, oh my god, like, guys, like, the album cover, it's like, we're his fucking home. I'm like, no, it's literally his album. Like, stop it right now.
Oh my god.
Like, doing that with Taylor, I can understand because she does do those little, like, subliminal messages. Like, Harry Styles does not give a shit.
Does
like,
he write his own music, though? I kind of feel like he's so, like, he does not give a shit about his music as long as it hits charts.
I think he does, though. I mean, for all of his songs on his last 2 albums he has. But, like, I don't know for this next album. But, like, he literally doesn't give a shit about his fans. I'm sorry. Like, he actually does not give a single fuck. He doesn't ever, like, whatever. I'm not gonna go into it. But, like, you bitches are so weird and you need to get help. Like, if you have that big of an attachment to a celebrity, like, you need actual help. And it's not just people being like, oh my god, he's so hot, like, blah, blah, like, that's fine. But it's like, when you actually think that you're in love with him and, like, he saved your life, like, what? Like, you have mental health issues and you need to go get help. You need to go to a therapist.
Same thing. Well, it's not the same thing, but that's, like, I give that correlation to, like, people that are religious. Like, you're literally, like, putting your whole life, like, dependent on something you cannot prove and, like, you've never seen. Like, you need fucking help.
Because someone actually
And I'll tell this to my friends. Like, my best friend, Kayla, she is Christian, and, like, her whole family's very religious. Like, it's fine, like, be religious, I won't bash you, but, like, my opinion is, like, I believe in myself. Like, like, my higher power is me. Like, my whole life revolves around making me feel better.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, human nature is, like, you have to believe in something other than yourself to kind of, like, no.
No.
Just don't do it.
Like, someone actually just made that story up in their head. Yeah. Like, I don't for 1 second believe someone came down on a fucking cloud and was like, I'm Jesus, and, like, I did this and that and who and that. Like,
we'll do another episode on this. This is, like, a whole topic. Okay, so my media of the week, I've been watching Attack on Titan. I'm literally on season 3, and I've been watching it for, like, a month. And they... Oh, my God. I have, like, so many embarrassing fucking TikToks about, like, Attack on Titan. Because... we used to be like, damn, anime is so cringy, like, that's, like, some weird shit, but now I'm like, this shit, like...
I love that shit.
And Attack on Titan especially is so, like, the plot is so interesting, and it's, like, so, like, there's so much depth, and it's, like, not just, like, it's surface
not just
level...
fucking anime, bitch. It's fucking lifestyle.
Okay. So, this is the TikTok I have saved. You can use it. Because, like, I guess season 3 has a different animation. So, like, season 3 Rainer is, like, so much hotter than, like, season 1 and 2. And I'm like, oh.
I just watched, like, the little kid animes. Like, I just watched...
which is fine, too.
That's, I just watched
the
Howl's
OG.
Moving Castle. That one is not for kids.
And then my second media is Real Honeybee ASMR. I will say this, and I'll say this to the day I die. ASMR is actually so fucking relaxing. It's so, like... It just hits that spot in your brain where, like it's, you're, like, you're, like, something you're trying to get satisfied is conquered.
So basically, like, you just finished.
Low-key, it's like a brain orgasm.
Yeah. No, but, okay, I like...
But, like, are you fucking...
I enjoy, like,
a video I like.
Noises, but, like, not when it's, like, filmed, like...
Like, the crunch, her eating Rice Krispie stuff, I'm like...
No, yeah. I can understand why that's appealing, but the idea of someone setting up the camera and being like,
I could totally do that.
But, like, it just, that ruins it for me. Like, I just like the noises. I don't like thinking of the fact that they, like, did that. I don't know. That's why I like the makeup videos, because it is, like, ASMR, but they're not trying to do it.
Do you know that one? Okay, yeah. But...
What?
Well, I was gonna say, do you know that one ASMR artist that, like... You're gonna laugh at me for saying ASMR artist. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
That's what no, it came out so naturally. You're like, do you know that one ASMR artist? Just, like, being like... I don't even know what to compare that to.
Oh my god.
Like, okay,
well, because they talk about it all the time.
You know when Musical.ly was a thing, being like, do you know that one muser, like this, like, what? Like,
whatever.
Okay, well, who is it?
No, I'm not even gonna talk about it. Okay. Okay, guys, thanks for watching.
That for the episode.
This was episode 2. Sorry for it being long, but
it's an hour.
I hope you guys watched it fully, and if you did,
then thank you. Yeah, and make sure to follow us, because we literally have like 30 followers.
Make sure to comment what your favorite color is.
Comment a sunflower emoji down below. And like this video, give it a thumbs up. Rack up them likes, bitch. Let's go. Hit that red button down there. Make it great. Alright. We love you guys. Bye.